live.
Episode 23 of The Blueprint.
Check your message.
We've got Moose in the building. He's having a few issues on his mobile phone. People trying to message him.
It's always chaos when you're a pensioner.
This brother here, right, I can only describe him as legendary, iconic. He's been around forever. I don't even know when I met you. And I'm talking before Fivers.
Whoa, yeah.
At Roller Express.
Yeah, you're 250 down, 250 at the door when I met you. I think it's just before Roller, Pirate Club.
That's it.
Pirate Club.
And that was at Roller Express?
Yes.
And that was for Finbar?
Finbar.
Wow. So we're talking... We're talking 1991, 92.
That's it.
Just after the Summer of Love.
Yeah.
Pirate Club, that's right.
I started 1980, I think. Apocalypse Now was my first rave that I did. And you weren't meant to have a mic man there. My brother brought me in. He said, "Oh, come to this acid house thing. It's all right, you know." I said, well, and I'm coming from reggae now, dancehall, blues dance, carnival. So I've gone to this do and I've gone, wow. And just a fog machine, strobe light. And he had a mic input there, so I don't know what it was, the music, something, I could hear words. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna do the underneath the control tower and just in and out now and again, in and out. And that was me.
Who taught you how to mic?
The reggae, one turntable. So we got the pause. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, all on, cause we got something for you now. Chapter 2.
So you were playing on sound systems?
Yeah. Sound system.
And your style of MCing and hosting, I mean, we were blessed. I was resident with you at Bar Rumba.
Yeah.
And that we had an amazing time. They'd either give us the graveyard shift or the early shift, but he didn't really care because he knew. And this is what I'm saying. This brother knows my music.
Yeah.
He knows how to play. He knows how to breathe with it, let it go. His famous one is Dreaded the Controls. I just filmed him off camera. If you've just joined us, I'm sorry we're late. We're 7 minutes late. But the mighty, the legendary, the iconic Moose is in the building. Yeah, this brother here he was MCing before a lot of the MCs. I mean, you were around the same time as Chalky White.
Chalky White, Hardcore General MC, MC Cool and Deadly, E-Mix. There
was what's his name? The Mauritian fella, MC. He used to do Orange a lot.
Morris, not Morris.
Yeah,
MC,
Morris.
MC.
Yeah. MCing.
So that's the London lot, because you had your country going on with the things, but
you had Bassman, you had kind of Trigger, you had
and don't forget Rat Pack, always Rat Pack, there, and
Navigator.
Navi,
he came a little bit later.
Navi came after,
Jungle Days, yeah. 93, 94.
Apprenticeship.
Yeah,
Navi served his apprenticeship.
Yeah, because he was in the reggae
along with 5-0. So
yeah. But I remember you got signed to a major, didn't you?
Yeah.
What happened with that? Because you made some bad tunes, and then
what happened was,
and that was the same time as Roller Express.
I was signed to RCA for Nick Raymond. At the time, he had Michelle Gale, Take That, DJ Hype, and me.
See, this brother's a dark horse, you know.
So that was 93, 94. Made a couple of tunes, done some. Fresh was just coming through, so I collabed with Fresh, Bad Company. He was just making his name, so it was. I heard a few little things. He came to Bridge Park. I said I could work with him, and another guy called Gerald. Not the guy called Gerald, another guy. He's like an engineer proper, but he's not in the fame wise. He just did it at home. He had the whole thing, but he loved to make music. He was a AA mechanic, so he was an AA mechanic and that. What happened with RCA is you've got so much things going on. At that time, I was 9 to 5. I was doing the sound. I was doing all the raves, all the things. So I had too many pies. And what he wanted at that time was, what is that guy who went out with the supermodel, what's her name now? Got all the breasts touched up and everything. He wanted me, though, to be top of the pops, like a General Levy type thing, because he could see that I had but I just wasn't feeling it, my heart. So I just did the tunes, took the kind of money, made the tunes, and just said, you know what, I'm going to stick with the underground, because I have a feeling the longevity is going to be, and so said, so done. It was, you know?
Because you come from analog / dub plate, and you've seen it change a lot. What's your, you know, a man only wears the gold jacket and the gold hat for a man like you.
Come on, mate.
You see this brother here, right? He plays at all of our parties.
I'm waiting for those two.
Yeah. Actually, I think I'm going to get you in fact, you deserve a platinum one.
I do.
I've got an injury on my arm.
Stripes
and
as
I
well.
had
Little moose on the side, that would be lovely.
I'm going to get you. Well, you're the same size as me.
Same size as you, son. We haven't changed.
Yeah, we haven't. We haven't at all. Well, I was a little bit heftier back in the day.
Yeah.
I was carrying some weight.
So was I. I was 34 waist.
I'm a 32 now.
No, what? 40, 47, yeah, I was, because I was doing the weights.
Okay.
Because of the boxes, and remember, I come from sound.
Yeah.
I've always got a sound. It's 50,000 watts still in the garage, locked up. I haven't been in there in 30 years.
What?
So, it's just, you know, when we used to do Bridge Park, I used to always do the Champion of Champions, Navigator, Run It Red. They had me on the sound for Paul Ibiza's warehouse party. Remember the one?
What,
yeah, they did so much little
things that
but
you
I haven't
do.
been because this music on this level took off for me. I just kind of sidestepped with the reggae.
Now you've moved in and out of jungle, drum and bass, Goldie's Do's, Our Do's, Moon Dance, Rain Dance, Dread recordings, Bar Rumba. Like you're pretty much the front man for all the styles and everywhere, whether it be Ministry, back to 95 to whatever.
Yeah.
What does jungle mean to you, blood?
Boy, it means everything at the minute. It's been my life. I've not gone on a journey like this in my whole. Even if I started with the reggae, it wasn't as. I could get to Japan, I could get to New Zealand, I could get Australia. It's so worldwide.
I mean, we went on tour with V Recordings. Do you remember we played at Limelight?
That's right.
In fact, I had to confiscate all of their passports and carry the passports because this lot was so messy. And then I'd wake up everyone in the morning and be like a drill sergeant onto the next one.
Go.
But that's what I'm saying to you. You know the music. When you hear the music, when you MC on my set, when you're part of the system.
Yeah.
And you're part of what we're doing because you can read it. And we can go up and down. Listen, when we play later on, it's like Navi, it's like all the people that we work with. It's instant that you're reading that we're doing.
Yeah.
And there's a pause and there's a gap, there's a story, there's a beginning, there's a middle and an end. We've had some amazing nights at Bar Rumba, even with Darrison, Rough Stuff, me, Brian, Frosty, and it don't matter when we're going on because we're going to hurt it so much.
That's right. That's right. There's no peak or difference or a man saying, I'm waiting for this DJ. It's just the same. You carry the same vibe. That's the element of the dance. That's the beauty of the dance and the beauty of working with guys like yourself, Brian, everybody, because they actually know what the crowd feel at that time.
Who's your favourite DJ?
I haven't got a favourite. They're all excellent.
I suppose you've seen it. You've seen it from Ryder.
For mine's sake, if I like to go book them, because of the musicality of it.
Yeah.
You know that. Yeah. For me, is like
Have you MC'd with him?
Yeah. I've done mini tours with him, and we've done bars, a couple of little things, but it's when Danny's ready. It's not when I'm ready.
I hear that because man's got his DRS t-shirt on. I went to go and see DRS the other day. I drove up to Bristol and I watched his live show, and I saw him down at the Jazz Cafe. It was banging, brother.
I give him props for that.
Do you know what I mean? Because he was one of the first MCs.
That's what I said. As I said, I had the chance to do that back in when? 80s.
Yeah.
With Nick Raymond and the deal with RCA. So props to him, because he's got the creativity and the brain to work it like that.
Yeah. He's brought in a lot of people from Manchester, and I think he was shocked to see me, because he was outside and he was like, "It's like, brother, man's driven up from London to see you play today." And he's like, "What?" It's like, I was like, "Listen, he's a great inspiration, especially if you're going to go take it to the next level."
He is a lyrical maestro
of jungle music. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was quite a big decision, that you chose not to go the commercial route and roll in the underground route.
Yeah. It was a gamble, because I had the chance of making good money, but I just didn't think I was television material. I'm not. To me, the underground has got to remain underground, or else you lose your element of edge. You know, and then if you go on the box, on top of the pops and that, you've got to maintain. So with the element of the underground, you can always keep your identity kind of as a real.
Virgin, you've been well travelled, because we did the whole of the States. We did like 4 or 5 parties that year.
Yeah.
That was 1997.
Yeah.
98. I remember we were the first ones to play at Limelight with V recordings.
Yeah.
That was amazing, that show.
And there was another show as well. There was another club on the corner opposite the WAG. What was that called? It only went for a little while. It's got a rooftop and all that.
I can't remember.
V did a couple of dances in there.
I can't remember.
You see.
But yeah, I mean, your span, my God. What's happened to Finbar now?
I'm not sure.
Because you was resident
Sardinia
there.
the last time I saw him when I did Sun
You
and
was
Bass.
resident there for Pirate Club, and then he changed it to Roller Express, and then he was doing fivers.
Yeah.
Do you remember getting paid in fivers?
Yeah. And then
it looked like a whole heap of money, but it
went to
wasn't.
the boat, the embankment. Remember, he did the embankment parties. That's before all the boat parties, but this boat was moored constantly. That's how Finbar used to do.
And what was the party that you did after that? He was resident at Roast.
Roast, yeah. VIP Champagne Bash. Desert Storm.
Yeah.
Jungle Fever. Is it not Pure Science? What's the one in Maidstone?
Yeah, I know. It'll come to us. Someone will mention it on Heat.
That's right, Heat. Then there was loads of little fractions. There was Peckham Rye. Where was that?
Yeah, Laser Drum.
So much. Rocket Holloway Road.
How would you describe the way that you MC?
Just the feeling of the vibe. You try to.
Because you have some lyrics, and you're like GQ. You host, you talk to the crowd, and you listen to the music, and you're the bridge between the DJ and the music.
Try to emulate something that the DJ would use your voice to make a track. So that's the closest you can get, if you can try and emulate what you would think. Oh, Moose has done a couple of sniblets here. Let's put that in a track. So I'm getting.
Hence L-sides.
That's right.
Because I just heard, because I've been smashing that tune hard to tune.
The dogs.
Yeah, and it works. Because that's you in your element. Is when I hear that. Do you know what I mean? And I just think to myself, wow, my gosh, I'm actually. Do you know, I've been waiting for you to come on the show for a long... Listen, I tried to get you when I was at Radar. I must have tried 3-4 times, but you was working
and
it was a real hard thing for you to get away.
The 9 to 5, I've got a little bit more space where I could say, Ray.
Yeah.
And because I don't do interviews,
I know, you never did.
I don't do nothing. It's the first
3 years I was on Radar and I couldn't get hold of you.
Yeah, I haven't
like, you and Fabio and Groove Rider were the only two.
Yeah.
I couldn't get to. But you're here now, and I mean, I know you had some car trouble the last time.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? He's going to come over.
Yeah,
I can feel it. And you don't really do interviews.
No,
You're very you're very subtle. Even like on social media, on Instagram. I guess we've all had to learn how to use that in the last couple of years.
Cool.
But you're always. I don't know, you're so blessed and humbled. Bridget, if we could bottle you up in a bottle and sell you, that's what we would do,
Yes,
because
yeah.
you're one of the purest brothers out there that I know, that I've worked with. I've never had any issues with you.
No.
You just come in, as long as your mic's sorted with your little box.
Your enemy is my friend. Your enemy is my friend.
So, that's what I'm saying. That we have been rolling hard together for plus more than 30 years. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. And I see that the music means everything to you. You've played at my dances, and sometimes you've just, if you ain't doing anything else, music's just there.
I'm just there.
It's like 2-3 hours,
yeah,
he's just there.
Because the music, it does it for me. It's just a journey. And the sense of what you're going to play something new all the time. Like, I can always know Ray's going to come with something that's, sorry, I was going to swear there. But it's always.
We want to deliver, and
Yeah.
I think the reason why I do these parties, the reason why Brian does these parties, and Frost, is we want, and everyone who puts on parties, is they want to deliver the true meaning and the true art form of MCing and DJing to its highest level, with all the flavours. So that could be some liquid man, that could be some jump up man, that could be some jungle man, because I believe it all, some tech man, whether it's male or female. We want them to be evolved. I mean, look, listen, those days at Bar Rumba, Bridging, when me and you was doing the graveyard shift, and I mean, sometimes there'd only be like 50 people, 80 people, but we played right till the end, 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning sometimes, because they were still drinking.
That's right.
And the vibe. That's how you learn
That's
how to
right.
DJ. That's how you learn how to MC.
Bar Rumba certainly put the West End on the map on a Thursday night. Most definitely. For drum and bass.
100%. It was another milestone, like Sarah when she did Swerve. And like when Goldie did Blue Note on a Sunday.
Yeah.
These were iconic things that. And it's funny that we don't, you know, like, it was a memory now. But bigging up Oliver and Ado, bigging up Brian, bigging up everybody that made that work.
Frosty.
Do you know what I mean? Frost, like, Rough Stuff was...
Jordan.
Yeah, Frost Stuff was resident with us as well.
There was, what's his name as well? Botchet and Scarpa.
Yeah, those two, yeah. Sadly, Vinny died.
Yes.
And then there was the next
Vinny,
brother who
he
used
died.
to work at the record shop. What was his name with the glasses? Steve.
I think, I can't remember. Is it Steve? Little guy.
Yeah. I've forgotten his name now.
I think it's Steve, you know.
Oh, what was his name? Someone will come up in the feed. But Bridging, you have played at you was reading the comments.
Oh.
You have played at so many parties that I mean.
It's untrue. Remember, I've started back from '88. The Fields, Police and Helicopter. So it's been such.
And you were working at biology for Jarvis.
Oh, that's right. So and what was there? Biology. There was another one, Tarquin's Ray. Come on.
Back to me.
Rave,
The one with the horse.
Utopia?
Yeah, no, it was
Utopia.
called something else.
The only one I didn't get to do was Sunrise.
Oh.
That's the only one I didn't, on that kind of outside thing, Sunrise.
I think I played Energy, Biology. I don't think I played Sunrise. I did play Tarquin, Weekend World.
Weekend World.
Weekend World.
That's the one with the big dome.
Madness.
The world's
Madness.
dome.
Do you know what? When we went back to Rage to this Bank Holiday Sunday just gone, I was like, it was an unbelievable feeling to be back in that place. I met the original Ice Pole man, Ash Attack.
Shut up.
Ash used to work in there, and he used to sell the ice poles, and then they used to sell the whistles. They used to sell all the glowy stuff, and then I think they started to do tape packs. They didn't have CDs then, and that's how far. And I'm talking 88, 89 since I knew Ash. And really and truly, to be fair, he was the first coloured guy I'd seen in the dance that I actually spoke to. Because I came from Colchester. I was with all my brethren, the Brown brothers. They were a couple of black guys that I grew up with. And their older brother, Andy. But they were the only people of colour that I knew from my town. Do you see what I'm saying? When I come to London, I saw this brother with the locks, and then I saw a few other people, then I see Carl Cox DJing. I was like, okay, right, so this is London. And I was almost like, when I came here, I was a bit lost blood. I come from a broken home, and it's and that jungle fraternity, I think for all of us,
family kind of group.
It kind of replaced the brokenness that was going in from our mums and dads that had come here from the Windrush generation, Jamaica or Mauritius, whether you were Asian, Indian, Chinese, or any to help rebuild this country after the Second World War. There was a lot of disgruntledness and frustration, but we were the babies of the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and we were kind of very. That was the first generation that was pretty broken.
Yeah, it was like our hippie thing because it united all the...
Everybody. 88, 89.
Asian, white, black, Chinese, we're out on the fields, we're all...
And we were one, and that's what broke down the boundaries. What an amazing... And it was so lovely to be in heaven. I used to go there when I was 16 and just be in the arches and be watching upstairs because back then it was the cage. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your brother has moved around a lot as well with you, and especially Goldie, because he used to drive for Goldie, used to be with Goldie. Is he younger than you?
Yeah.
I thought he was older than
Everybody thinks that.
That's mad.
He's the youngest one. There's three of us.
Wow. And where did Mum and Dad come from?
Mum is from Jamaica, Dad's from Barbados.
Okay.
So there's a touch of everything there.
I bet the food was wicked.
Well, mate, the food was lovely because you had Jamaican and you got Bajan, so the clash of the two.
Wow.
Lovely.
You good cook, Moose?
I am now, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I can have
What's your favourite dish?
Be curry goat and rice, I think. Just for the process of marinating, leaving it in the fridge, come back, you go, ooh, yeah, man, another day. Leave that for another day. Come back again.
Really?
Yeah.
So you may marinate it for 2 or 3 days?
And a little fish sometimes.
What type of fish?
The tilapia, like the steak kind of.
Okay.
And a little salmon.
You look well, brother.
The rave scene will do it for you, mate, if you pace yourself. Man, don't pace themselves in the thing.
Now, I've got to tell the listeners, this brother can sleep.
Yeah.
I've been on tour to Canada with him, and when he shows me, the forefinger, as if to say, Ray, go and sleep now.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep.
And
now.
I'm not waking up until, wake me up when we land. Yeah? Now, that might be a 6 or 8 hour flight. My man, I'm not joking. I know what I'm going to say.
Here we go.
He takes his coat or whatever he's got around him and he puts it over his head like a tent. Yeah? And he's gone. He's out.
Wait,
there's no movement. There's no next little kind of pillow thing. He just sets himself, and that is it. And he will not wake up until that time is expanded. And I'll tell you how I know that is because I've had to leave him in a room and fly home before from America because we couldn't wake him up and I couldn't find anyone to get into the door. I think in the end the security opened the door to wake you up.
Wake me up.
It was the next day. And this guy can sleep 8 hours, 12 hours. How'd you do that? Or is it your body telling you?
I think it's the body.
I have to stop.
Yeah, I think it's the body. And when you used to doing night shifts, because I used to work for the BBC, so I used
Did
to...
you?
Yeah.
Doing what?
Wood Lane, props, and supplying the cameras technical service attendant. So you got to see the television life, which was 12 till 12. And I was still doing the raves as well.
What?
So that's what I'm saying. It's like between, when I said to you I had a record deal, I've been always a 9 to 5er. You never survive
Or a 12 to 12er.
Until you make it actually work and you can see the result in money. Then I shifted over and said, oh, I don't need to. But the television life was good. Good. Wood Lane. You know where Wood Lane, the old studio there? And the one on the green. I used to do
where the film met in Ealing.
No, the one on Shepherd's Bush.
Oh, Shepherd's Bush. Okay.
It's like a Shepherd's
Television
Bush
Centre or
theatre.
something.
Yeah,
whatever.
That was Terry Wogan's base, where he used to do the Wogan shows.
Did you meet him?
Yeah, because we used to supply all the chairs and cameras, all the equipments. If anything broke down, we had our little room where we're on standby. Hello, can you change over a camera, lights? Very good job to meet different people.
What was he like?
He's a nice guy, humble, you know.
Yeah, he always came across like
there's
that.
Loads of people. Les Dawson, 2 Ronnies. At that time, you're working.
So you grew up with them, watching them.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
Standing
I
in the
told you this
background
brother was a
watching.
dark horse.
Yeah.
I told you this brother. Do you know how long we've been waiting? Personally, how long I've been waiting? I've been waiting like 10 years to interview. And the last time I tried to get him on radar, it was like, yeah, bro, I'm coming. And I just knew he weren't coming anywhere. He wasn't doing anything. But now we've got a little bit more time. Do you know what, brother? I've got to say, if I could give you a Lifetime Achievement Award, I would. Have you got a Lifetime Achievement?
Yes, I think I got one from Goldie way. I've got them put down somewhere. I'll have to bring them out just to show, because I don't really. You know
who gave it to you?
I think Goldie did.
What, an award ceremony?
Yeah,
Do you remember what award ceremony it was?
It was in Hammersmith Palais. Is it Hammersmith? Where the Hammersmith Broadway.
Yeah. Oh, that might have been the drum. That might have been. Ago. I remember going to that.
And I was quite surprised because out of the blue, I said, "Oh, I'm sitting there like that," and I said, "Oh, someone must have paid him." You know? I don't know how I got that one.
No, ain't no one paying anyone for that. You have it's out your career. I wish I could do it. This is your life, and invite man in to sit down and talk, because you're.
Man, saying I'm a certified legend. Steady.
You actually are. I would go as far as saying you're of iconic status, because to last that long, Moose, and still be in demand like us, it's something you do it for the love of it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's the connection. And you're only as good as your last gig. Do you know what I mean? But and it has been difficult. How did you deal with the pandemic?
Wow.
Well, you had your hands busy because you got your little girl.
Yeah.
Sometimes I phone him and he's like, "King, can't answer right now. Doing the little one's dinner."
Yeah. I try to maintain that way, and I thought about coming on the. You know, like what you were doing, the live feeds and that. And I said, I'll do a few. But God willing, I had a few quid still to.
And you were still working, weren't you?
Yeah, so I was still working at that time. So
really, you were in the same place.
Yeah.
You had structure, and you were one of the lucky ones. But not only that, but you was a frontline worker, because you were looking after people with disabilities.
So that's right.
So that's an amazing. And you must have had a lot of enjoyment from that.
Oh,
that must be the best feeling.
Putting something back, to know that you got to realise that you are blessed, because people out there with challenges that you don't imagine. You know, it makes you open your heart and say,
yeah. And what did they call you?
Moose. But I don't. When I go to the job, I don't say
what you do.
Yeah, I just try and keep.
Where does that? Yeah, this is really interesting. How did you even come up with the name Moose? MC Moose.
I used to have lots of hair back in the day.
Really?
I used to do it in 2 plaits, so it come up like the anklers, something like what Snoop had.
Okay.
And then I just tied it, and I think one of my mates said, "You look like a moose with the antlers," and then I said, "You know what?
That
can run. That can run." I think that was in 79, 80. Yeah, it could be, because that's from the reggae days now. Because
now you've been at the very birth of jungle. What was the first tune that you heard from the rave days to when that tune came in, and then you went bomba ass. This is a game changer.
For me, I think it would be like the Helicopter or something like that, because it was so. There's something in it. It's a very simple tune, but there was something in it. But there's so many tunes, right?
Almost like the Sounds of Blackness. It had that ghetto kind of tune, because there was a lot of places, like if you went to Marshgate Lane or you went to Wax Club for Telepathy and you MC'd there, that was where man was dropping, shelling dub plates. Second to none. Do you know what? I've got to tell everyone. I done a record store day. Oh, and if everyone's looking at my arm, I've had some acupuncture today because I've got I don't know what's going on, some ligaments in my arm. But anyway, I went to the Chinese doctor and he's did some acupuncture. He's done some coupling, which I've never had before, and so hopefully it'll be fixed in a couple of weeks, so I can get back to my boxing old injury. I wanted to tell you this. I'd done a record store fair in Bristol on Saturday. It was amazing. And I met some guys where I can press up my records on plastic, like dub plates. I met, you know that gig that I told you that I got you, and you're going to play at Corsica Studios? That gig, I'm doing a 2-hour dub plate, Ray Keith exclusive, all the old tunes that never came out on that. So I'm just going to be dropping some mad science in the place, and I can't wait. I'm going up to Bristol to cut these plates, and also I'm doing a limited edition run of some dub plates for sale. So I might do 25 of one, or one tune on one side, one tune on the other side. But there'll only ever be 25 of those, and you can only buy them off of me when you see me at the next record store day, which I'm hoping is going to be in London.
Hardcore.
You're an original dub plate man, because I can see you when you play. Your reaction is the same reaction as a DJ. Yeah. So did you used to be a selector?
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah.
So that's where it comes from.
I played from playing DJ, and I was a DJ first, so it's DJ Moose, and then it became MC Moose. So I started Traffic Jam Radio, Time FM, LWR, green something, green light or something radio. I done a few.
Have you still got all your 7 inches and dub plates?
Majority. I've lost a lot, but in the lockup, there's a world of things.
What are you doing with the sound system, blood?
This year I think.
You're going to pull it out?
Yeah.
And what are you running in there?
50,000 watts. So,
what makes speakers?
I can't remember at the time. I bought so much, like EVs. It was different sound for a different speaker. Every speaker is different from a different company, so I kind of pitched it so I'd have more tannoys on tops, maybe a bit of JBL for the mid kind of bass, and then the bops. There was a guy, I can't remember, he had a speaker, he was out of Acton. Oh man, I can't remember.
Not Function 1?
No.
EV?
Before Function
RCA?
1. Before. These guys didn't.
And you designed the scoops?
Together with the carpenter, my guy Russell, who got the sound with.
So explain to me, what have you got? How many bass bins have you got on one side each stack? So let's go on one side of the stack.
If I was going to play out Bridge Park, I'd put 6 aside. So you had 6 18s that side, 6 18s, 7 tops and mid, 7 mid-range, and then about 6 tops, and then 5 bullets, the bullet pizzas, just to get your clarity.
And what?
MOSFET.
MOSFET?
Yeah, MOSFET.
Amps?
Yeah, MOSFET.
That's original.
Yeah, MOSFET.
You wire up the whole thing?
Yeah, I love that. Start with the tops, just go through your amps, then you start with your mid, then you bring down your bass and volume to each, and then it's lovely. It's the best job you can have. doing sound system.
I've done a few sound system things. I used to have my own lights. You remember them old school lights? They looked like square plugs, and then you had to push them into the lights.
Yeah.
But then they would go into a feed, and then it would actually work with the music.
Yeah.
So so the green, red, amber would be all.
Those are the times of the discos, remember?
Yeah,
You just had
exactly.
that.
Yeah.
And then the turntable was just all in one.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yes, sir. Citronic decks. Yeah.
Citronics.
Come on. Oh,
Yeah.
Garrard, they were still. Listen, if you've just joined us, it's episode 23. I'm so gassed that this brother's in the building right now, because I can't even tell you how much you have been a breath of fresh air. You've been an anchor man. You've been someone when things have gone Pete Tong, you're just there, and you've always, your career has been so consistent and it's been longevity, and I hope and I pray that my career is anything of yours. And you've, like all of us, you play at all the dances, so you can't say, but I only play over here. This brother plays everywhere.
No.
Like 2 boat party, 2 private party, and then whatever's going on.
Small, big, it doesn't matter. As long as you're a label and you want a man to try and represent your label, that's what you try to give to that label. So you don't fit into one category. Ray can use me, AKL can use me, Rupture can use me, Metalheads, so many different, and it's all enlightened for your brain, because you know it's another buzz. You're going to hear, wow, these guys they're on the amen. They're not even changing. It's just pure amen all night. And I said, ooh. But they've crafted a sound out of it. So it gives you that, you know? Because it's just like the Acid House. When I started, as I said to you, there was no blacks. Like what you said, Acid House was predominantly a white thing. It was like, and so you have to, as I saw it as something to break down for me, because it worked. A guy was saying, oh, that was a geezer on the mic, wasn't it? And I'm behind the corner like this, hiding in your DJ.
But you've never, even when we were at Roller Express, you weren't really, and even when we done the first very blueprint with Billy Bunter, you weren't on the stage. You was in the corner by where the speaker was. Right. And this brother's not about limelight. No. He's just a voice. That's and sometimes you might be looking, thinking, well, where's the MC?
That's right.
He's in the corner.
That's the beauty.
That kind of sums you up.
But it's changed now to the front man. You're up front now.
Yeah.
So that's why I always kind of like to, Ray. I'll hide behind Ray, you know?
Yeah, you've been a tremendous inspiration to man. And I'm talking over nearly 40, that's 4 decades, that's 40 years of music,
It will go
brother.
to show for the MCs coming up that you've got longevity. If you do your thing right, you can ride any wave and any year, you can still be relevant. And that's because if you love your craft and you love the people that you work with, you're always going to get on.
Yeah. We love you, brother.
Don't have no enemies.
Mind my arm.
Oh, yeah. So I keep forgetting Ray, you know, I want to rough
When
him
I
up.
had my tattoo done as well, I saw him, right? And he kept hugging me, and then he pushes me, and I'm like, Moose, I've just had my tattoo done.
I don't get bookings because I keep doing this to man and giving them the ribs and everything.
Oh, God. Yeah, you do. I wanted to ask you as well, when did you decide to get that box?
That box.
Because you never used to have that box back in the day.
This is not the proper box. The box that I usually have is a Bose. It's an old digital one. It's analog. And I've seen a couple of guys selling it, but because it's analog, it's got a certain hiss. So
when did you start using a box like that?
The box would be 80, 89.
So since then, you always came with a box?
From the reggae thing. So it always allowed you to have a little flutter over the music with, yes, selector, ta, ta. You know, like if you hear from reggae, sax and everything. Yeah. So it came from there.
So who did you used to follow when you was a youth?
As in?
Reggae.
Everybody. Remember, I was sound system, so I played with Saxon. I played with all of the sounds from our area. So it's like Stereograph, Soprano B, Lord Coos, Java, Diamonds. There's so many, you know.
And this is like 10 years before we even started.
Jungle.
I remember one dance that we used to do and we used to play regularly, and that was for George Kelly and Dance Master.
Thunder and Joy, not
Thunder and Joy. And that was a good party. That was a banging party.
I met the girl who done Thunder and Joy with him in Sydney. She moved out there. She said, I used to do with George Kelly and that. I said, well, I couldn't. That was on Groove Riders tour when we did Australia.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of man call for you, bruv, because you're just easy to work with. We've had some great times abroad. Is there anybody who helped you along your way and gave you some breaks that you would like to thank?
Paul Rose, the Rose, because I worked with him carefully from turnmills to craft something, and I was the spokesman for that. Then came Fives, then came Navi, then, you understand, there wasn't hardly a load of man out there, so it allowed certain man with a different craft to
yeah, big up Paul Rose, because he's still doing he's still doing a radio, and big up Helen as well, because they were a great team and they were doing a lot of things, and he's a very blessed brother, do you know what I mean? And brought in a lot of people and still bringing in
because the Life FM, so you know. And Mel, big up Mel, salute, happy birthday Mel. There's who else? There's so many people I can't say thank you to everybody because there's too many
right
that I've befriended now. You know, I try in this game not to have too many enemies. As I said to you, your enemy is my friend, so you keep. It's a lovely feeling. This game, for anybody coming up, if you love the music, just stick with it, keep working. There's always different problems and angles, but just keep true to yourself and keep true to this vibe, and always remember that it was the DJ first before the music.
I hear that. Also, you've got a grown-up son. When I play out sometimes, I see him run behind the decks because, you know, the man's letting off and he gets excited.
Bad boy,
how is fatherhood treating you now? What's the difference? Because I guess when you get to do it a second or third time round, it's like you got more time. We all made mistakes. We're always working. Yeah. But that quality of time, it's like me with my daughters. They're just there now. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've got that. And I see these lovely pictures when she's talking. And it's lovely. How is fatherhood treating you?
Well, fatherhood was a blessing because at that time my mum and dad passed, so...
I'm sorry to hear that. That was a very difficult time for you.
That's
I remember
right.
we talked to you.
Yeah, it was a bit...
And it was one after... it was quite consecutive, wasn't it?
She came along and
at the right time.
Gave you that boost where you're really down, you need something to focus on. And
as they say though, God says as one door closes, another one opens. So that was a great opening for you. That's good. Mose, I can't. Do you know what, bruv? I'm so happy that you've come on the show. Like I said, if I could give you an award, I would. But you don't need any awards. You're actually I would say you're a living award. Because if you come to our dance and you see this brother on the mic, it's a blessing to be around him, with him. He's a music man, he's humble, he loves the music. Do you know what I mean? You'll see him sometimes skanking in the corner.
That's
or
right.
Sometimes when I'm playing, he'll look over and he'll give me the eye.
That tune, you know, right? That tune.
Like that. And he's done that so many times. But you know what? That's what we're about. I think even with your MCing, it's been groundbreaking. It's taken it to a different level.
Yeah.
Out of what you've done and influenced other MCs.
Yeah.
You've had a next generation of MCs come through, whether they were influenced by Gary GQ or either Fats or you, because you were hosts.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
kind of like Conrad. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That kind of DRS. It's a different type of thing.
Yeah.
But you've still got your lyrics and the way you write and how you are. Everyone's got their 16, 24, 36 bars. Do you know what I mean? I'm just gassed that you're here. I'm really looking
Humble.
forward. I'm really. What are they saying? Impossible to imagine the both maybe more than 100 years together.
Oh, I forgot about the garage thing as well. Like they're talking about that La Cosa Nostra and.
And you was
other
there
raves.
as well.
Yeah, because that was the kind of offshot of Rose Stush. I'm still, all of those kind of garage things.
Carl Tough Enough Brown, Matt Jam
I forgot
Lamont.
I had a little thing in that as well.
Huh?
Forgot. With Blakey, Rest Your Soul, Blakey,
Oh,
my brethren.
yeah, MC Blakey.
Yes, because we all come, CKP, we all...
And you was
PST,
on that scene as well?
Yeah. So we've all, you stepped in every pile there is musically to keep.
That's nice.
And that started from acid. From reggae to acid to techno to house to jungle. That's how it's been.
Yeah, to garage.
To garage.
And you still do that?
Yeah. Occasionally, if I get the thing, a bit dubious, but when you warm up, you just say, oh, it's just another.
Yeah, especially when they're drawing the bass lines like us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I said, you've played at so many different places, and it has been. Your career has been unbelievable, and you know what? We're going to do what you do best. I'm going to bust some tunes right for you lot, and Moose is just going to MC and do his thing. He's got his box. We're going to have some water. We're going to have a bit of fun for that last hour, because it's been a minute since me and you have been doing anything together. Do you know what I mean? And you listen, if you want to book us, then book us. You know, you want to book, like Juice Man, him. Navi, they're on all of our dances because it works so well.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean?
That's
it just
right.
like when I get these lot, and sometimes they just leave the mic for each other, but it just works. Do you know what I mean? It just flows because everyone knows where they are. This is episode 23 of The Blueprint. I've got 2 more shows left until the residency ends, which is the end of Series 1. Then we come back with Series 2 in about a month, 6 weeks. But I am so happy, my brother, that you are here.
Yeah.
Anyone else you want to say thank you to? Any family members?
They know I love them. That's all.
That's all. See what I'm saying? See how humble this brother is. We're going to do what we do best. I'm going to bust 2 tune. Let's move these chairs out to
What
the
is it?
side of the
Kemi's
black top.
anniversary as well, isn't
Yeah,
it?
let's pick up. Yeah, big shout out to Goldie.
Oh.
I think it was yesterday that.
Skibber as well.
Of course.
Forget
R.I.P.
Skibber,
Yeah.
I was in
When
a
was
car.
the first time you met him?
I was in a car, I think it was 96, with Darker, and he's put on this CD and that, and I goes, who's this guy? I said, I'm listening, but there's something there, This guy's going to go, he's going to take off for us, because there's a different flow about it. It's fast. It's not as what I would cup of tea at the minute, because I'm talking when it just come.
Yeah, well, that was when Skipper and Shabba were doing MC convention. They kind of branched off to do their own
Well, they
thing
was
with Paul.
all at telepathy.
Yeah, and that was the duo, because that's where I first met them. Shabba said to me the other day when I saw him, he said, "Ray, I was 13 then." I said, "What?"
That's what
he
I'm
was
saying.
13, bruv. That means I was only 22 or 24. So them men were just utes. And then I remember Skipper coming through Cool School, and then obviously you were already at Cool.
Yeah.
So it was just a natural progression. Do you know what I mean?
listened to one of the Ragga Twins when they was doing a memorial show. I think it was on Rinse or something, and he said, oh, Skibber used to work at the bar in Astoria and used to watch from the thing, and said, oh, that's what I want to do. I want to...
What?
Yeah, that's what I couldn't believe when I heard one of the Ragga Twins was saying that, and I said, "Raw, look at that."
How it came through the raves.
Came through the raves and then worked it.
R.I.P. to Skipper.
R.I.P. Skibbs, my brother.
R.I.P.
God
Kemi,
bless
which is
him.
1999
Kemi.
now, which was
Stevie.
like when I saw it online yesterday, I was like, wow. It's just a shock to the system.
Yeah.
Even Marcus Intellects,
Yeah.
he played a lot at Bar Rumba. He used to work
Yes.
with a lot with Brian. He used to book us up in Manchester. We used to go there, and it's been a tough few years. Even when we lost Stevie, and I remember when I saw him, I was one of the last ones to see him come out of Coco, which is used to in Camden. What was it called? Camden Palace.
Yeah.
So I saw him at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I was off I was doing 5 to 6. He'd just come out.
Yeah.
And I was like, rah.
The last time I saw Stevie was in Japan. We did a dance in Japan, and I had the door knocked. Stevie said, "Oh, Moose, I know you got a." I said, "Stevie, come on, mate." And he said, "No, Moose, I know." So he's coming, and we've had a reason. And we're talking, and he said, some good things are happening for me. I got a record deal, Moose, everything.
That's right. He got signed to the independent label that Bob Marley was signed on.
That's right.
And we were talking about doing some production for his album because he was just getting his album
right.
sorted.
So I was the same thing. I said,
you was already signed.
That's right. So I could. He said, come in, and I was telling him the thing, and I said, boy, careful what you do, Steve, because you're gifted to do that, but the longevity of the box to the street is two different things. The street will always be pirate radio, but they can switch you off. They can't switch you off on the street because...
That's good analogy.
And then we took it on board. He said, oh, all right, lovely, Moose. We had a little powwow, blah. I said, I'll see you at Camden Palace. It was our moon dance.
That's right. And that's
and then when I got back, he said, Stevie, I said, shut up, I was just with him last night, reasoning.
Life's too short, brother.
God bless you, soldier.
Well, we're gonna do what we do best. We're gonna bust some tune. You've got some water there. I've got some water here, and I'm gonna go in.
Oh, Chris Andrews Alloys, I got you, son.
Oh yeah, come on, Chris Bomber Andrews.
Yeah, come on, son. I got you.
I'm gonna play some nice music. Let's see what we're gonna start off with. See what we've got.
Check.
Do you know what? Let's do this. This is meant to be. Yeah, you're on, brother.
Yes. We got the dread at the controls. Delta Radio. Yeah, Thames Delta business. We're gonna lock it down. Don't forget E1. 27th of May, you know. The original things. The chapter. And we're just hosting. Ellie. Helicopter. Got you now, we're moving in. Helicopter. Got you jumping in. Bad boy. Come to move it out. Ray Keith. Roll it out. Little bit more top, sir. In the booth. Helicopter, got you now, we're moving in. Helicopter, got you now, we're dancing. Helicopter, come to make you move the pace. Drum and bass, old school vibe, tearing down the place. Ray keep moving, mashing up the case. Bad boy from London, we roll on the bass now. Helicopter, got your body moving in. Helicopter, keep your body dancing. Helicopter, come to make you wind it up. Helicopter, we come to move it up. Wicked things inside, Ray King. Riding that wave as we go. Oh, helicopter, move it up, bad boy, time to step up, here we go, beats got you moving in, back to the old school, vibe got it playing, helicopter dancing, oh, hardcore, rearranging, easy nabbing, hang tight the foundation, the raggers. Uptown, downtown, you know. Follow it, come downtown. You're listening to the crew, the A1 sound.
From London to Brixton, we tear it down. We go deep in the hood, moving it up. My DJ's on the case, the vibe we blow up. Now, whoa, what is it, the dance? We got roll call the trance. Old like Danny Blake, Easy Diner MC, Boom Styley. Bring it in, Ray. Old like Mark Barry, Michael Hanley, Easy. Naughty rude boy. Bring in the future. And you know about this tune, you know how old this tune is, and it bring in the future. Boy, it's too rough. Boy, it's too rough. Get case, busting up the place. Get case, busting up the place. Roll into the region of the underground bass style. We come to move it up. Bad boy, Flow, Ray, Keith, move it up. Selector. Selector. Alright. Let's roll to the beats and move it down tight, alright. Banging those drums as it goes down. Old like Daniel Beale. It's a smiling one. The beats got it moving on, moving on. Bang those drums, keep it that way rolling on. Sound boy killer. Old type Brisbane, Australia. Anthony McDowell. Yeah, slide that fader. It's time to move up and spread out and scatter. Select. Fire in the hole. Fire in the hole. We got the Roller Express crew here, we got ya. We got the Roughneck Soldier, mix it down, mix it down, mix it. Hardcore sound, general. Bass, bass, picking up the place. Ruba got you rocking, we're rolling on the case. Star we come to bubble, the UK race. X amount of massive, move it right in. Listen up, listen up. Hardcore, we run it wild. Hardcore, we run it wild. Rude boy, crew, soul, versatile. Selector got you rolling as we mash it right up. Rolling with the rhythm, with the old school, blow it up. Badman, check the case, moving up the waist. Ladies up front now, whining their waist. Fellas got you dancing, moving your feet. We go way back to the old school. Beat, beat. The old school, beat, beat. It's the old school treat now. Who's ready to fly? Who's ready to fly? Touch it up, we reach to the sky. Yeah man, original hardcore business, Ray, you like it like that. Oh, it's the sounds of the boom shack attack, authentic. You know that, rude boy. No guy tests, a special request. even nippers. Oh yeah. We're riding that wave. We are banging those drums. As we move and touch down, project the beats, the underground, the fusion as we move around. We come to bust it up, we take it low. Like a bad man on the mic we go. Homie got you jumping up, we're moving in. Steady rude boy, are you rolling? Are you rolling? Are you rolling? Are you rolling? Now are you rolling? Are you rolling? Beat controlling. With weight keeps rolling as we move it around. Oh, with weight keeps rolling as we move it around. Bad boy, crew come to touch it down. Massive, got you jumping up, we're rolling the case. Fusion to the underground, the bad man bass. Checking out the style, now we roll it right out. Deep in the hood with the vibe moving out. Bad man selector, moving it in. With steady road boy, got you rock and rolling. Bassline drop, got to move up. Party over here, here we dance and move it up. Selector got you moving as we mix it out. Wild, bad man style. Type Momo, Nick Fuck, Mannheim, massive, yeah. Straight to the soundboard chest. Oh yes. Oh yes, yes, yes. Hold it down, Ray. Hold it down, Ray. Beats. Oh, it's the wild style beat. Got you moving your feet. Wild style beat. Got you moving your feet. Feet. Higher. Now we roll that flow on the mic with the style. We go bad boy jungle. Time to get some jungle in the field. Time to get some jungle in the field. Angels Alloys. Yep, special. We got you down. That vibe, that sound. Time to move it right round now. Oh, Flash the Dread who come to go. Wicked things, Ruby. The blueprint. The authentic Dread soldier. Dark side. Watch the ride. As we slip and we slide. We go dark side. I gave him that look. I gave him that look. Ooh, roll. Ooh, whoa. Oh gosh, Ray. Had to give him that look on this one. Cause this tune was one of the tunes that made the scene possible. A big tune. Condition red. Oh, condition red, 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 red. This one going to lick off your goddamn head. This one is called condition, condition red. Whether you be Rasta, Malin or Dread. This one going to lick off your goddamn head. We come to move it up, we come to run it red. Hey, we come to move it up, we come to rock the pace. The soldiers jumping up, the madman hop a race. The madman check the mic, we come to move it sweet. Hardcore jugglers, time to move your feet. Hardcore jugglers, time to move your feet. The authentic beat, beat. Pace, mashing up the pace. Rude boy from London, we hold down the race. Massive dancing, start with playing. We come to move it up, we mash it out, down. As we dance, roll it right out. System check, we come to move it out. Like a poet on the mic, now we touch it right down. We come to move to the original sound. We go. It's siren. It's siren. Yes, yes. Got that a special request. Cause in a jungle, do not bother test. Tear off the SR for all white chests. Bamming and the booming on board the express west. Now we move it out. Rate P, come to tear it out. Hey, we got you dancing in. Rude boy, we got you rolling, rolling. Right, so tight. Here we go. On the mic, flowing up. We're moving out. We come to move the vibe, we roll it out, roll it. Champion sound. We got the champion sound. Wow. The feet's popping. The feet's popping, Ray. Chat room's ratified. Chat room certified. Yeah, special. Big treat. Thanks for Ray for having me. That's the mystery of the beat. That's the mystery of the music as we rock your feet. Journey to the underground, we move that beat. All the rest we dance as we move on the case. Ripping up the original, the fusion, the race. Check it out, the mic man come to move it right round. Stomping on the rhythm, here we go, we touch down, 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 down. Down to the flow, moving the side, rocking the flow. Higher we dance, moving it right. Holding down the mic with the style, that's lyrical type. Like this, champion, bubble and move it up. Ray, keep on the flow, we blow it up. We got you dancing and moving and rocking and raving. Right out, time to roll out. Oh, something for your mind and your soul. Soul, we dance and take control. We got something for your mind and soul. As we dance and take control. We got something for your mind and soul now. Really love this one, Ray. Warehouse business, hang tight, the Roller Express crew, the Sanctuary massive. Yeah, can't forget ya. Boom, boom, original run the country. Check it live. We come to check it right. Hey, hold it down to the vibe tonight. One more time. No rewind. One more dancing time. Boom. Original style. Running wild. Velvet Rooms. Yeah, man, that was a big spot. Blow. as we go, moving that flow, touching that style, taking it low. It goes just like this. The mystery ride, you know. That's what the music's always been about, the mystery ride. That mystery tune that will take you right there. Hold it. Dreads at the control, rude boy. Haven't heard this one in a while. Clock's ticking. Got a quick shower hour. Come to move the case. Bass. Come to rip the case. Bass. Time to move it up. Bass and treble with the vibe, blow it up. Roll. 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 We go down to the bass as we take control. Roll. We come to dance and roll. Easy, rude boy, as we take control. Science on the mic as we move it around. Like a bad man to the underground. We go bass. We're rocking up the pace. Bass. We got you winding up your waist. Bass. Oh, with a sound so sweet. Style. We come to move that beat. Stay the road, boy, as we mash it right. Ladies up front, come to move tonight. Homie, got you, now we dance it right in. Rude boy, crew, are you raving? Raving in. Keep you jumping, moving. In. Got the mix rolling. The mystery ride. Don't worry, manhunt, I'll be there soon. Run it. Run it. Nothing but classics. R.I.P. my boy Skipper. Legend. Never ending. Everlasting. Yeah man, the End nightclub. Big spot. Here we go. Touch it right. Here we go. Touch it right. Hold down the mix, time to move it up right. Here we go. Touch it up, roll it right. Touch up the mix, time to move it down right. So tight. Touch it up as we move the mic. And style, muscle, flavor, bad boy style. Bigging up the raver. Here we go again. Move it up again. Bad boy from London, we roll again. Star, we come to move it, just for the crew. Late night massive, you and you now. The early morning crew. This one we spread out and scatter and find a space on the dance floor. Dark Side Soldier. Original Pepper. Hardcore, we're dancing. Shape shifting, shadow boxing. Get out, we go, go. Enterprise, anti-faith fun. As we roll, as we rock and move on this one, you know we're having fun. 27th of May, don't forget E1, we're back in the place. selector. Wheel selector. Like Stevie says, we got to deal with the matter. Wheel selector. Wheel it down proper. Like Skibber says, we come to deal with the matter. Salute to Skibbity in the sky, R.I.P. soldier. Ooh. Respect is due. Yeah, man, Astoria, a big place, 94. Yeah, man, history right there. 95, 96, 99. One more time, the bass line's fine, we move it out. Hold down, hold down. I like the way you just big up the lighting so I can see it. Thank you, sir. The fossil. Come with it. Come with it. Come with it, time. Oh, just roll it down and move it right. Flow. Oh, that's the way we got to rock it tight. That flow, got to move up. Bass, vibe, big it right up. Oh, that bass, come to move out. Body got you shaking as it roll it out. Oh, that beat sounds so sweet. Lyrical flavor, move with your feet. Hey, champion bubble and roll it right out. If I don't play you want, better jump right out. Meow. Rapid fire. It's B for danger. The sounds of the dark soldier. Jamie Platt, yeah man, Voodoo Magic Equinox, that's another bad spot. Don't forget the Paradise Club, you know. It's the roll calls of clubs inside that ride. With everybody stepping up as we move that ride. Oh, oh, with everybody stepping up as we dance and slide. We got history on the go, everybody stepping up as we move on the ride. With the bad boy on the mic, come to slip and slide. Got you dancing as we move, as we mash up the taste. With the sounds of the big man. Bass! Bass! The big man bass. Tribal. Dread come to conquer. Dread come to conquer. Select go. See another day. We live to see another day. Oh, Sunshine Crew.
And the world's all
goes out to all those loving life right now. Live it while you can, live it best you can.
Just one look at you.
We live to see another sunshiny day.
And I know
Day.
it's gonna be,
Day.
gonna be.
Day, a sunshine, day, day, hey, okay, day, another day, okay, now we roll away, moving up we touch, yes 9 to 10, got the Batman jump, as we move it right out, on the party over here, now we roll it down,
When the days are lighter ahead.
Different strokes for different folks. We got different strokes for different folks. we touch down.
Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one
Someone
look
grab
at
the
you,
fire extinguisher, quick Ray, the studio's melting.
and I know it's gonna be,
Daniel Bill, easy rude boy. Second, we're moving away, hey, hey. Oh, you're rocking your way, hey, hey. Night and day, hey. The original crew is in to stay. Sunshine shining bright. We got the sunshine shining bright. See this, it man a come, we come to have fun. See this, it man a come, we come to have fun. Watch this one. Roll up, move down. Oh, yeah.
Come with it one more time, selector.
Shout goes out to the Twitch crew. One for the people in the jungle gymnasium right now. If you're skanking in your room, if you're skanking in your kitchen, if you're skanking in your car, we're going in. Yeah. Keep it moving in. Rain King, got it going in. Style, we come to bust it up. Bass and vibe, now we tear it up. Hey, hey, we come to move it sweet. Lyrical flavor, come to move your feet. As we journey to the underground style, we come to roll it up a while rolling. Beat controlling as we take that journey, rolling. Beat controlling, rolling. Deep in the jungle, that's why we clear the path for others to follow. Oh. All tight, fake fun. We're gonna run the red light right now, the red light.
Come with it one more time, selector.
Oh, easy. Rock out wild. Oh, rock out wild. Full profile. Watch the style. Watch the style. Oh, watch the style. We're rolling on the full profile. Massive dancing wild. As we roll, as we move it out. We come to move on the case. Roll out now. Got your body jumping in. X amount of flavor. We move it right in. Steady rude boy, are you dancing it out? We come to move with the flavor, roll it out. Illegally rider, that man provider. We come to mash up the flow. We go, illegally rider, that man provider. Harder to the bass as we take it down low, Ray. Okay. That's the way that we move, that's the way that we play, hey. Alright, as we slip and ride, we move it down tight. Big, bad, heavy in town. Big, bad, tight to touchdown. It's a legal shot. It's a legal shot. Pole. It's a legal shot. As we fire like that, clicking back the 9mm, sending for the Uzi. On already. Rude boy, come again. Dusty, stinking, dirty bass. We got the nasty, stinking, dirty bass. Bass, time to wind up your waist. Easy rude boy, we tear down the place. Nasty, stinking, hardcore bass. Running that style, Ray, keep on the case now. Dread come to conquer. Going in rapid fire. Utter filth on the airways. You know that.
So you wanna be famous?
From the top, rude boy. From the top, rude boy. For those who wanna be famous. For the rude boys that wanna be famous. This one is the original Papalaka Papalaka. Papalaka as the message right out. Papalaka move it out. Papalaka shake it out. Oh, Papalaka on the case. Bass, got you moving to the rhythm with the style of the race. Papalaka sounding sweet. That beat got you moving on the beat. We go, here we go, to the flow. Now we take it down low. Rapid fire, here we go. Ray P for the sound. Ray P for the sound. Not too far for the pull up. Sorry. That's it. Not too far for the pull up. This one's for those who want to be famous. One more time. Hear it. Back to the original, the dirty bass line. Back to the original, the dirty bass line. Thames Delta Radio. You know it makes sense. We got a different swing. Watch the thing, watch the thing. Yeah. Quick fire power hour. Quick fire power hour.
So you wanna be famous, unpopular, on Snapchat, on IG, and even Twitter, but you can't even sing or ride a rhythm or mix two tunes in a timing.
In a timing. Murder we charge for. Back in the place, 27th of May. Don't forget E1, Blueprint. Yes, you boy. All good.
Original front, whole feet, take out one property, drop it, full face. Now it's a more than a get early for them. Remember that.
Rolling Ray, rolling. Rolling Ray, rolling. Roll it right. We come to roll it right. Oh, we come to roll it right. Roll the flavor that's tight. We got you moving to the beats, that's right. Oh, here we go, rolling it right. Oh, we come to roll it right. Got you moving the bass as we rock tonight. We go stamina, we got you moving right in. Shuffling on the floor, we keep your body, now we shaking. Style we play, yes, we rock for the crew. Massive horn screw, the whistle crew, that's you. Now here we go as we take it down low. Bassline rolling low, Reiki. Boom styling. Trash and we ready. Star we mash it up. Bad boy jump on. Got you winding up your waist. Harder to the bad boy bass. Star we move it right down to the underground sound. As we move it right down now. Warriors Ray. That's the way we create, the others imitate.
Original front.
That's the way we create, the others imitate. Check the dubplate. That's the way we create, the others imitate. Check the dubplate. Check the dubplate style. Check the dubplate style, roll it up while moving that flavor on the core profile. Style we dance, moving in, deep in the hood with the vibe we're playing. We're playing hardcore rearranging. Riding that bass line, wave out. Roll on. Soldier. Taking it high, taking it up to the next level. As we reach out. Remember done. Junglist. All junglist. All junglist. Calling you and you and you and call the junglist crew. What we're gonna do? Call junglist crew. All the massive, that's you and you. Hey, now we're rocking it up. Say, we got it blowing it up. Hard step up, moving it in. Hard step up, jumping it in. Hard step up. Hard step up. Hard step up. Come to the street, have the tough life. As a warrior, me grew up with a rough life. Step to the food, no doubt about it. As fire started and them can't go. Listen carefully. As a warrior, me grew up with a rough life. Step to the food, no doubt about it. As fire started and them can't go about it. Come to the street, have the tough life. As a warrior, me grew up with a rough life. Step to the food, no doubt about it. As fire started and them can't go. Fire in the whole rain. Ridiculous vibes. You know that. What a belter. Only the best is good enough, you know. It's the acetate, 10-inch dub plate press. A special request, special request. Oh yes, Ray. Whoa. One from the Rare Groove mix up. Mix up. One from the Rare Groove mix up for those who know. For those who know.
Yo, pull up,
the authentic sound.
How can
I love somebody else?
Select. Wheel and come again for those who know the authentic sound. Ray, pull it. Feeling that rush coming on. Feeling that rush coming on.
pull up, stop that one there, bunch it up,
How can I love somebody
And type my ladies crew.
If I can't love myself enough to know when it's time to let go. How can I love somebody else if I can't love myself enough to know when it's time to let go?
Hold tight the Bristol Master. Shaney Daly. Going in nasty and dirty. Listen carefully.
How can I love somebody else if I can't love myself enough to know when it's time to let go?
Time to let go. Let's go.
How can I love somebody else if I can't love myself enough to know when it's time to let go?
Bad man for them. They keep come to move them again. Oh, bad man for them. Reiki come to move them again. Come to mix it up. We come to move the case. The soldiers ripping up. The bad boy drum and bass. The ladies dancing up. We come to move your feet. So sweet.
Yo, pull up, stop that one there. That one there, bad, you know.
Get yourself ready. Ready. Like we're drawing a painting in your mind. The music. That's the way we move out. Out. That's the way we roll out. Out. That's the way we roll. Roll. Your mind, body and dancing, so we move as we take control. Roll. Watch our Dre. Watch our Dre. Hey, hey. Watch our Dre. Watch our Dre. We headed it up. We're rolling away. Hey, watch our Dre. We love drum and bass now, night and day. Hey, bad man dance as we roll up the rhythm, as we make the music dance now. Hey, we come to move without checking out the mic with the flavor blowing out now. Bad man with a different flow, skanking on the rhythm, now we roll it down low. Ho, soldiers got you dancing in. Put it on the mic, keep your body rolling. Hey, come to mix up the hardcore beat, ripping up the rhythm with the style. So sweet, so hardcore sweet. Hey, now we love that beat. Hammer, yeah, we come to mash it tonight. Fire, here we go, we blow it down right. Beats and flavor, move it right in. Homie got you rock it up, you dancing. Ladies winding up, who's on the floor? Here we go, we take it down low. Ray, hip hip hooray.
All the girls.
for my ladies looking fine. One for my ladies looking fine. Easy on the rude boys. Salute. As we spread out and scatter just like this. All crews, junglers. Okay. One for the raving crew. Summertime flavor just for the crew. Oh, you're rolling on the flavor of the one and the two. One rolls out for the summertime crew. Ready to move it up and mash it down right. Oh, you're ready to move up and drop it down right. What? Big man things right. What? Big man things right. Any boy test will send them to the cemetery, you know. Hear it good.
This one, all the girls. This one, all the girls. All the girls.
Just roll it. Think called the slam donkey. T-minus 10, 10, 10. It's that time. It's that time. It's that time. T-minus 10, we counting off on Thames Delta Radio. Special guest. It's the mystery tour, the mystery ride, the history ride. For the fossils, myself and Ray Keith, the fossils. That's right. Oh, we keep the beats moving right, the beats moving right. That's right, hold it down tight. That's right, mix it down tight. That's right, roll on that flow. It's in the making, here we go, go. In. That's the way we keep the mystery right just rolling. From acid to techno to jungle, we've been there. We play what you like, Ray. It's a different strokes for different folks. That's the way we roll it right into the future vibe. We're dancing, but you just rock and roll it right in. Future bass. It's the future race. The future race. Let's go. T-minus 10 Ray. You see, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. It's all a mystery when it comes down to this man, you know. Hear one again, hear it again, hear it again. Dread. Out of that and into this. Yeah, man, you know. They never know Reiki come to mash up the show. Oh, they never know. They never know, no. They never know Reiki come to mash up the lyrical show. Ho, ho, never know. Keep on the rapid mixing, we go down. Go down. That sound rude boy. Authentic business. Well, I know that sample. Big fun. Big fun, that's what we're having. A crazy one, Reiki. Oh, oh, oh. Big fun we go. Big fun we go. Oh, remix style we blow. Oh, now we mash up the show. Reiki rolling as we take it down low. Thames stay top. Radio to the flow. We go just like this. Our bubblers trying to move to this. Reiki on the case, we rock to this. Hardcore with the flavor as we moving right. Rapid fire in the bunker that we move tonight. Bad boy come to jump and move it up. Settle up as we move and sample up. Bassline drop, move it right out. Reiki roll it out, out. Big man and heavy. Are you really ready? Here we come again. Tell them again. We ball fire in the hole as we move to the vibe as we take control. Soggle up. Who got you move it right in? Yeah. Murder style. Murder style. We're wicked and wild. Murder style. Cool profile. Holding down the vibe, now we're wicked and wild. Murder style. Cool profile. Holding down the vibe, now we're wicked and wild. We come to move it in a bad boy style. Hey, busting up the style we play. Say, fire for the rhythm moving in. Nasty, hardcore, dirty, rocking. As we come to mash it out sweet. But you will win up on the beat. Journey to the underground flavor, drop it up, break it, come to move it right up, pop. Don't retreat, don't surrender. Don't retreat, don't surrender. Don't retreat, don't surrender, the legal tender. Pushing that red light, Ray. Don't stop. We got 2 minutes to rock. Boom! Trip to the moon and back. Yeah, we've been there. Running into overtime. One more time. One for your basements. One for your headphones. One for your car system. Incoming. chef in shadow boxing. We got the style. We got the style. We got the dude profile. We got a different style. Now we're moving. Fire. Fire. 27th of May. E1. We're back. Sometimes you just gotta listen to the mix, you know, to catch the full phenomenon. The full phenomenon. The full phenomenon. It's the champion business. The champion sound. The champion sound. We got the champion sound. Champion sound. To make you move around. Checking out the flavor with the underground. We got the champion sound. To make you move around. The party's over here as we move and touch down. Rumba got you rock it up, we move it out sweet. Checking out the rhyme on the hardcore beat. Bad man check the jungle, let's move away. Hey, 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 okay. Wicked. City, hit man, I'll come. Hit man, I'll come. Hit man, I'll come. What's that? Some soul vibe, you know. That's why I love this man. Cause anything can happen. A little love and happiness, you know, we spread the love, L-O-V-E. It's all about that from day one. Lovely, so lovely, it's so good, it's so good. And we love this music from the heart and soul from day one. Dread on the one, roots flavor to touch right, touch right. Thank you, sir. This has been an absolute vibe show. Fair play, top draw. Thank you, sir. Top draw business, this one's for you. Greenwich Mean Time, Ray. That's the way we bubble. Trouble on the double movement, right. Trouble on the double movement, right. Yankee rinsing it right. Rims and moves as I'm moving on the case. Rude boys come to wind up their waist. Well, as we dance, as we move, it's sweet. Journey to the underground, that's the beat. Flavor, got you dancing in. Skipping on the rhyme, got your body, now we're jumping. As we go, as we move on the flow. Easy rude boy as we take it low. Just like this as we dance it out. Roll out, roll out, roll out. We come to move out. We come to move out. Spreading that love round the world. Round the world. And it goes like this. like this. Popping up your body, time to move to this. On the floor with the hardcore jungle, let's swim on champion bubble up. Oh, bad boy selector. Got to deal with the matter as we touch it right. Deal with the matter as we move it tonight, tonight. Flavor rolling right. Hardcore stamina, drop it tight. People from London, they bust up the place. Hammer for the rude boy, we run the race now. Well, you got that one wrong, Daniel. You did experience it. Touchdown! All-time Aero Mars. Yeah, man. Gotcha. It's been a little musical one. It's been a little interview one. And it's been a nice one. Just let it play out, Ray. Thank you for watching us. Big up yourself out there if you're out there. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for Reiki for having me in the building. I don't think I'll be doing one of these for a long time again, Ray. You're a very lucky man. Mom's the word. Mom's the word. Lovely. Big up Thames Delta Radio. We salute you. Management easy. You got the fossils sounding out. The fossils sounding out. Enjoy. Enjoy your day.
Make you wanna do right, make you wanna do wrong. Make you come home early. Make you stay out long.
Hi everyone, my name's Ray Key.
I'm J-Line.
We are Stars and Deezer.
I'm Elisa.
This is Ego Tripping.
Brought to you by Thames Delta.
Thames Delta Radio.
I'm basically here today to have some fun with you.
I'm going to show you
the process of how I make a track.
We're going to give you a little insight.
It's up to the producer to be creative.
We are set to 175.
And then I'm going to count, but I'm going to bring this down a little bit.
And we're going to start getting some bass up.
Project your voice into the microphone.
Let's get that crash and put it on the drop.
Nobody used equipment similar to this.
Practice makes perfect.
Thames Delta, can you do the one for skate? Mr. Fearless, sonic boom blazing, run around down Thames Delta, keep raving. Move your body, rock and roll, going down, diggy down, down.
One of the guardians to educate the audience, beware the music symbol and them demonistic ornaments.
Them never was in the source ever slash. Them show to me, I can get you what they burn them bash. Whackers, no you can't run away.
I'm sick of hearing these rascals full of chat shit and these blah blah.
From a Thames Delta to make it go.
Give me no checks, well I'll you don't wanna give me no checks, well I'll make that.
Gotta get down. Well, watch how we burn a dick and go work around.
No, can be saving your candle.
Live and direct from the HQ.
Well, we come out of this session of the rum.
It's on with the revolution. The microphone too, right for the normal hype.
Yo, Thames Delta. Here comes the belter. Hackney, Tottenham, Brixton, Stokey.
Pull up that.